Hey everybody, are you ready for day 2 of the most amazing make-along? So am I. Let's go. Hello there and welcome to the Shoop, Shoop, Shoop Knit Cardigan. I am super excited to have you joining me here today, and you are prepared for part 2 or section 2 or day 2 or lesson 2, however you want to say it, of the Shoop, Shoop, Shoop Knit Cardigan. By now you should have completed your homework, which was section 1, along with your gauge swatch. Hopefully you have your gauge swatch, and you're ready to move on with section 2. As always, this pattern is available over at marleybird.com. You'll find a link right down there in the video description box below, as well as a link to all of the details regarding this make-along. If you're part of the VIP upgrade, you know that you already have the ad-free PDF, so just pull that in front of you and we can dive right in. This video should be a lot shorter than the last video because I don't have to teach you anything new. I just have to explain what it is you will be doing for this section. So without further ado, let's go ahead, pull out your pattern, and let's take a look. As I mentioned, this was your homework from day 1, and you should have all of this complete. But before I move on, I want to just make something a little bit more clear than I did in the previous video regarding the buttonhole band. As you were working the increases for section 1, you were supposed to repeat rows 1 through 4. But one thing I didn't point out, because I just don't know why I didn't point it out. I should have, but I didn't. The buttonhole bands themselves, you will not repeat those on a sequence of 1 through 4. The buttonhole band, if you looked over here, it has a 10-row repeat. So even though you work section 1 through 4 on repeat, you're still working the buttonhole band at the same time with its 10-row repeat. So for example, for section 1, we did row 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then we have to repeat section 1. So then it would be section 1, row 1 would be row 5 in the buttonhole. Row 2 would be row 6 in the buttonhole. Row 3 would be row 7 in the buttonhole. Row 4 would be row 8 in the buttonhole. The next repeat, if you had one, would be row 1 of the section repeat, but it would be row 9 of the buttonhole. It would be row 2 of the section repeat. It would be row 10 of the buttonhole. Row 3 of the section repeat comes back up here, and that's the start of the repeat for your button band. I should have pointed this out much more clear in section 1, and I apologize for not doing that. I guess I just made an assumption that it was clear, and that was very poor planning on my part. I did go back and refilm a little bit of the video and put in a voiceover to try and help people out in the future. So if you missed that, that's now in video 1. So that way you know it's there. But I wanted to make sure I pointed it out at the start of this video. That way, if you happen to miss that part of the instructions, you have a chance to fix it now prior to getting too far ahead in the game, okay? All right, so we finished section 1. As we move on to section 2, if you have not reached the total number of buttonholes that you need, which you have not, all sizes have not, you will continue on working the repeats in your buttonhole band. You would maintain that sequence, okay? You're going to maintain your established sequence. So whatever row you ended on your buttonhole band as you continue on to section 2, you just keep working that, okay? Just know that your buttonholes, you will be putting a buttonhole every 10 rows. So every time you do a row 3, you're adding a buttonhole, and you do that every 10 rows. So for section 2, just like before, we're going to have an increase row, and this one here, this here is a body and sleeve increase row and a buttonhole band. Row 2 is the buttonhole band, obviously, but then just plain old knitting, just like before. Row 3 is an even row, so you actually will not be doing any increases this row. However, you will be doing the knit 2 together and the yarn over, or the yarn over and the SSK. So that way we maintain that yarn over stitch detail down the raglan, but we do not increase our stitches, okay? So this is very similar to what we were doing in section 1. However, we are not going to be increasing on our front or our back or our sleeves. It's just maintaining the raglan detail and working pretty darn even, okay? And then row 5 is working even again with the buttonhole, or not, I said row 5, I meant row 4. Then you would repeat rows 1 through 4 for the number of times total given for the size you're making, okay? That's not all for day 2. You also have to do the increase section 3. So as we look over here for increase section 3, you'll see that we have body increase rows that we have to work. So we're no longer increasing on our sleeve, but we have to increase on our body. Same idea applies. We will be doing our yarn over detail coupled with our decrease. We don't increase on our sleeves, but we have to increase on our body for section 3. And this isn't for all sizes. One thing I want to point out, because this might be new to you if you've never followed a pattern, it says repeat the last 2 rows. This one is only a 2-row repeat. And it says 0, and then in the parentheses, it has 0, 0, and then 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. If there is a 0 for the size you're making, that means you only do section 3 for these 2 rows, but then you don't have to repeat it anymore. It's just these 2 rows, okay? For all the other sizes, clearly you have to do more repeats, but not too many, okay? And that will bring you to the end of all of the body increases, okay? So today is a lot of knitting. It's a lot of knitting, and you're gonna get more and more stitches on your needles. That's why we have the longer circular needles. Take your time. Remember the 2 promises. Give yourself some grace and make sure you take some breaks, okay? It's very important that you do that. Once you do that and you're ready for day 3, we'll be able to move on. And just know that you are in the thick of it. This is where we're getting into the guts. We're getting the size of our sweater. And at day 3, that's where we start to separate what we're creating, and we get to see the front and the back and the sleeves all take shape. So it's a very exciting time. But today is a lot of knitting, so make sure you relax, sit back, and have a little fun. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great time. And if you're wondering about my sweater, this is the Sazerac knit sweater. You can find the instructions for this sweater and video tutorials right here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel, or there's an entire VIP course inside the Marley Birdhouse. So if you want to make this sweater, you absolutely can. All right, so that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys very soon. See you in the next video.